Okay, today is April 10th, 2020. It's 2:40 in the afternoon here on the East Coast. And I, as promised, am going to record a video of me making this mermaid diagram on the strategy page, adding it to the handbook. And by making, I mean banging my head against the wall until I figure it out. So let's go ahead and get this rolling. The first thing I'm going to do, so this is the page in the handbook where we want to add it and where we want to add that specific section is going to be under here. So the first thing we need to do is add these tick marks and label this mermaid. And Juliana on the People Ops team recently added a phenomenal section on using mermaid to this tools and tips page in the handbook. So the first thing I'm going to do is open the live mermaid editor and then also open the mermaid overview because I don't know that much about it off the top of my head, mostly just how to get things going. So in a separate tab, I'm also going to open the graphic. So open this. Find it. So I want to keep those examples there just for reference, but I'm going to change them to other letters. So Z, R, R, S, I'm just picking random letters because I want to. Cool. Great. Now I'm going to start building above this. And wow, why isn't this done? Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and start here and do, I want to see this whole thing, so let's make this a little smaller. A, which is, oh, it's already complaining I didn't even do anything yet. So I think too, there's, we can use slightly different syntax. So this is what we want, is this flow chart. I just think, oh, you know what? There's an example. Okay. So seems like you could also do this. So let's go ahead and follow the example that's here. ID 1, ID 2, and in here, we'll call this banana. Yeah, okay, so that is working, that's great. So we'll just ratio. And then we'll call this, we'll just keep all the labels consistent. So MRs for engineering development. I'm going to go in this direction first. So I'm going to go outside in equals to ID3. And then ID3, which is going to be stage maturity. ID4, which is now leads to ID5. ID5 leads to, so ID5 is going to be more seats. 4 seats leads to ID6. ID6 is going to be ARR, leads to hypergrowth R&D spend. Okay, so I made a brief mistake. So this is not ARR, this is delta ARR. And this is ID7. And ID7 and leads to ID8. ID8 is for growth is team MR rate. Which leads to, well, let's use Sid's language here until we get this up in 100. So engineering MR rate. So this leads to ID2, right? So now we've got that flywheel going. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this bottom portion because it's distracting. So now we see kind of this going around. Now let's add kind of these intersections. So the engineering MR rate, which is ID2, also goes to oh no, so it goes to stage maturity, and then stage maturity also breaks off. So ID3 also goes to SPOO ID9, which is SPOO. And then let's go ahead and go here and do ID9. Let's actually keep for consistency, so we'll just say this. And then SPOO goes to more seats, which is ID5. And it also goes to higher rev per seat, which is not an existing thing. So we're going to make it ID10. And ID10, we're going to name higher revenue per seat. That leads to delta ARR, which is ID6. So now that I've got that going, I don't like the order. There are different kinds though, and so what I want to look at is, right now it's the, yeah, okay, so if we look at this editor right now, I've got VT, which means bottom top, but I want top to bottom. So now we can see wider ratio MRs leads to engineering MR rate, which leads to stage maturity, which leads to MAU, which leads to more seats. Stage maturity also leads to SPU, which also leads to more seats. More seats leads to delta ARR, and SPU also leads to higher revenue per seat, which also leads to delta ARR. Delta ARR leads to hypergrowth R&D spend. That leads to the team MR rate, which drives the engineering MR rate. So I think we've got this covered. Now what I'm going to do is copy this whole graph and go back to my existing MR and paste it here. Now I'm going to commit. I'll add a generic message to start. I'll customize the MR later. So add additional chart to dual flywheels section on strategy page. That's it. We'll let it build. And now I'll check the review app before we do anything, but that's kind of the gist of it. So hope that was useful.